So this is the albergue we stayed at last night. This is day 60 in the morning. It's about 7 o'clock. This is a nice place. As you can see, the arrow's pointing to the right. That's the way we're going to go. But it's, yeah, one of the nicer places we stayed in. It was a little bit more. It was €8 instead of like 5 or 6, but you know, still only like 10, 11 bucks. So not bad for a bed and food and free beer and free wine and yeah. Anyway, it's a little hazy out there. Ooh, that's kind of cool over there. Anyway, I did 360, wasn't planning on it, but we're headed down this little road here. Talk to you later. Okay, so it's a really hazy, foggy day. We really can't see much of anything, but we're coming up on our first town. This is, that, San Cristobal do Real, and the town must be up here somewhere in that fog. Maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. So here we are coming into the small town. It's a neat barn-type structure, and I love this wall, but yeah, ooh, it goes down into the dark. I wonder where that goes. But yeah, it's old, it's small, it's cool, it's foggy. At the end of that wall, there's the stream. This is actually a cool view. Rocks up on the hill, another barn-like structure, and then this cool waterfall. Yeah, this is a cool place. We're gonna cross the bridge that way from this little town. I know this is a lot of video for a little town that's so dead, but it's cool. I like all the old rocks. Everything's made out of rocks, except for the church. Well, I'm sure it's rocks underneath, but yeah. Fog, rocks. Gotta love that. So we just come from that way and walking through the woods. It's kind of neat. We're coming up to a fork in the road though, and I like the wall here. It's kind of cool. And usually when you come to a fork like this, you assume that the Camino goes uphill because, you know, the Camino does go uphill. Or what was that, number 2? But here, actually, we're taking the low road. This happened a few times the past couple days. I meant to film it before because, yeah, it's kind of nice when we don't have to go uphill and we can just stay flat. Well, still cool, still cloudy. A few drops on my head, but nothing that means we got to pull out the dreaded sweat box, which we haven't worn in, well, geez, weeks now. Kind of like that. Hoping these clouds burn off, like in Southern California. We'll have some sun. Don't have to worry about the rain. Anyway, this is a cool trail, and this is. Ooh, look at the ivy. Okay, we're about 10 kilometers into the day, and we're coming up on Samos, or Samos, I'm not sure. Anyway, we got walls on both sides of the trail now. One there. But we're coming up on what is the largest monastery in the Western world, I believe, is what the book said. I'll look back, and if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. It's always possible. Anyway, we're going downhill, so I'm going to cut this off right now and wait till we get there. I'll show you more. Well, it's a little hard to see in the clouds, but that's the monastery. Unfortunately, it's not open yet. It doesn't open for about an hour. I don't think we're going to sit and wait, but I'm going to walk up to it and see if there's anything more I can see. And here's the river that flows by the monastery. This cool bridge, it's got the shells on the railing. That's kind of cool. Yep, it's definitely closed, but it's still cool. So we've walked all the way around the monastery because it's big and it's neat. And I don't know how old it is. I'm sure I'll find out. But there are a lot of people waiting for the hour to go inside. But it's a long time to wait, and there's a long way to walk. Anyway, that's the front. And there's the people waiting. And here, as we head out of Samos, just a neat little thing about the pilgrims, I believe. That's St. James. Yep. Anyway, on our way out. Head down the road that way. So not exactly sure where we are. I didn't see a town name. Doesn't look like there's much of a town anyway, but there is a church. We're a couple miles from Samos, up back in the mountains again. We got to go up to the other side of this mountain to get where we're going, but still cloudy. At least it's not rainy. Cloudy's okay. So we just came out of the woods into another seemingly, vacant town, but it's not vacant. But there's only a couple houses and a neat little chapel. here we are in the woods. Kind of a neat building here, but what I'm here to show you is the sun trying to break through the clouds. Can you see it? It's there. It's kind of cool. Shouldn't be looking at it with my bare eyes, but I am. So the clouds have finally lifted, though it's still a bit hazy, especially in the far off distance. A lot of moisture in the air. So even though it's not totally blazing hot right now, it's humid. Off there in the distance we see Sarria. That's the next town. But we might go a little farther. Sarria is the town that's about 100 kilometers from Santiago. And to get to Compostela in Santiago, you have to walk at least 100 kilometers. So there's going to be a lot of people in Sarria wanting to do this trail tomorrow. So we might get a head jump on that and go 5 kilometers farther. We'll see. My anchor's still sore from yesterday. Ankle, ankle, ankle. It hurts. Here we are, coming into Sarria. These are the way marks on the ground. They're kind of cool. Yeah, they're about every 5 yards. And Sarria, this is where we're going. But like I said, we might be moving farther than this. Right now my ankle kind of sucks, so we'll see about that. So we're in Sarria now. It's a beautiful sky. And we're at the top of the town. We're on our way up to the castle. I don't know if we can go in it or not. We're going to stay here. Yeah, my ankle feels much better without a pack on. But walking uphill is a pain right now, so hopefully it gets better. So this is the wall outside the castle, and a really cool old tree. Looks like the castle is in ruins, and but that's cool. Of course, over here we have these fences that don't bode well for Rob, because surrounded by fences usually means we can't go inside. Yeah, so this is the castle wall, and there's a gate right here that looks like it could be open, but there's a chain around it. What I wouldn't do for bolt cutters. Not that, you know, I'm into vandalizing and breaking into places, but there's no sign to say you can't. You know, it's not like it says private property, like that last place we did back in France, and we jumped over the fence. Oh well. Maybe the Chinese shop sells bolt cutters. This is a look at the town from up here, Sarria. And you can see the mountains in the background where we came from the past couple days. Yeah, not a bad view, not a great view. Looking for another way up to the castle. Well, here we are on this wall. Yeah, we've climbed up a wall. It wasn't a hard thing to crawl up, but there's prickers here. I mean, it's like only about, I don't know, 15 feet to that field. And that field goes all the way up to the castle, which I don't suppose I'm supposed to be at, but yeah, I really wish I could. I mean, I could go this way, but it's kind of precarious there. I am in sandals, and I don't know what's over there. If I got over there and couldn't get back, yeah, might not be fun.